Jo kanji mago kundo kazo sanje ki ula jen chuje chenji dola zi chenre zila chaselo. Hello everybody, I'm Lama. I currently live in Brazil, but it's for my students in Quebec, Canada, and United States and Mexico. So today I will answer questions of my North American students. The question was, can you repeat basics of Greek philosophers' knowledge? Like you certainly know, the originality of my teachings is that I try to make my student understand that there is no real opposition of Buddhism with Christianism. When we know the Greek philosophy, we can understand that we have two purposes: to have a better life and to prepare our after-death destiny. You can use Buddhism and you can use Christianism. Buddhism is more active. You are preparing your enlightenment and you are ready to understand how it works and how you can emancipate yourself from the wheel of destinies. On the other side, Christianism is more passive. More passive in the sense that with the Eucharisty, you can receive Jesus Christ's realization. What is interesting with the Greek philosophy is that we have the vocabulary to understand as the Buddhist concept, as the Christian concept. I grew up like a Catholic, and part of my family was Jew, and the other one was Muslim. So when I discovered that I had a lot of previous existences like a Tibetan teacher, a process worked in my mind, and to feel better with this Muslim, Christian, and Jew heritage, I had to understand, and I have to find a mechanism to understand what's happening in me and my family, and how I can feel quiet, I can feel secure with what could be a kind of religious war inside of me and with my family. I have the heritage of my past lives, like a Tibetan Buddhist monk, master, teacher, and Japan, Southeast Asia, and China. And me now, like my flux of consciousness is me, like a Western guy, fully Buddhist, but in contact with the Western traditions. So I did my law and psychology at the university, and I have to keep a distance with the European and the Western system because I don't feel comfortable with the Westerners. I'm more comfortable with Chinese, Japanese, Tibetan. But I'm in that life. My birth is, I was born in France. I lived a long time in Luxembourg and the other Western countries. And I did my function, and my function is, okay, I can make the people understand the Dharma, the teaching of the Buddha, and or I can integrate the people inside of the Buddhist community. So I have discovered that with the Greek philosopher vocabulary, we have a perfect key to understand. According Greek philosophy, we have three functions. The first one is gnosis. Buddha said that we are born ignorant. We are born ignorant. And he proposed a solution. And the solution is Yeshe in Tibetan, is the knowledge, is the wisdom. In Sanskrit, we said prajna jnana. Jnana is the knowledge. Prajna is the wisdom coming from the knowledge. Gnosis is very important because the mechanism of suffering is based on our ignorance. We are like pigs, swimming, bathing, equally in pure or dirty water. And so, when we are involved with the good things, we turn good people. And when we are involved with bad things, we turn bad people. So we have to change this mechanism, that mechanism. And gnosis is what is the most important. The second concept is diamond. No diamonds, not diamonds in the sky, diamond. Diamonds means demon. We have a demon inside. And the third concept is genos. Genos is our blood, the information, our DNA, what is the information inside of our blood. Gnosis is our capacity of wisdom to reach an highest intellectual level. Gnosis is intellectuality. Diamond is our flux of consciousness. We can say our electromagnetic flow with memories, information. And Genos is our blood, and particularly our hormonal system. So we have Gnosis, Diamond, and Genos. We could say our consciousness, our electromagnetism, and our hormones. In Sanskrit, the guru, the Lama, he said, Nada bindu kalatitam tashme shri gorave nama. Nada bindu kalatitam, it means that is out of the three aspects of the chakra. Nada is the sound. Oh. Kala is the shape. We have our body. And bindu is our neuronal essence that is involved in our emotionality, what make us human being with feelings and with thoughts. That functions of gnosis, diamond, genos, could be perturbated by memories. In Sanskrit, that memories are called samskara. Samskara is a mechanism described by the Buddha. And this mechanism is that the explanation that when we are ignorant, we will develop false representations and we will suffer chemical disorders. False representations are called in the Greek philosophy porneia, like pornography, bad pictures. And the perturbation of our hormonal system is called pharmakeia, like pharmacy, drugstore. Ignorance is called in Buddhism avidya. Avidya is the opposite of vidya, the knowledge. And it's something provisional. It's only a myth of good information. You are ignorant because you don't have the good information. When you have the good information, you stop to be ignorant. So I said that we have gnosis, we have diamond, and we have genos. We can say our consciousness, intellectuality, our electromagnetism, and our hormonal system. And the grid said that we can suffer disease of these three systems. We can suffer mnemesis, ignorance, mnemesis. We don't remember the knowledge and we are not wise. We have no wisdom. And on the other side, our electromagnetism can suffer with bad pictures. this is a good picture. It's a good picture of Amitabha Avalokiteshvara Mashtama Prapta. And we can also suffer pharmakeia, intoxication, neurologic intoxication. So with these three concepts of gnosis, daimon, and genus, you can understand in scientific terms our consciousness, our electromagnetism, our chemistry, our hormonal system, and we can suffer nemesis, ignorance, we can suffer porneia, and we can suffer pharmakeia. And Buddha has represented the three aspects inside of the wheel of the destiny with three animals: the pig for nemesis, the chicken for porneia, and the snake for pharmakeia. So this is the originality of my teaching, in spite of my English accent, is that I can make you understand that there is no difference between Buddhism and Christianism. Buddhism, it's an individual path. It's the awakening of Kundalini, and you will obtain a perfect connection with your microcosm, with the microcosm, with the macrocosm. It's called in Sanskrit Mahamudra, and Tibet it could be Dzogchen. It's a state of consciousness when you are perfectly aligned, connected. And on the other side, the Christianism is a passive system. When you receive that connection with Jesus, Jesus offers you the connection. You don't have to do the job, because Jesus did the job for you. What is interesting, I think, in my teaching is that we can mix. We can be spiritually active to do our part of the work, and on the other side, we can be passive. In Christianism, there is the ritual of Eucharisty. The ritual of Eucharisty is the moment you take bread and you take wine. In Tibetan Buddhism, it's the same principles in Avalokiteshvara Chenrezig in Tibetan and Mastama Prapta. Mastama Prapta is connected with wine. You have taken the poison, it turned blue. It's there, the picture. And Avalokiteshvara is the bread. Nyungne, Avalokiteshvara with 1,000 arms, is the aspect of the bread in Eucharisty. So when you practice the text of Nyungne in Tibetan, and the ritual of the noble Chenrezig with 11 faces, you can understand that there is no difference with that practice, Tibetan practice, and the Eucharistian Christianism. So we are now in a very difficult time where ignorance is dominating the world with false representation, porneia, particularly on the internet. And the other side, pharmakeia, people are addicted. Particularly in the US, we have a very huge problem of addiction. And the most of people ignore who they are and where they're going. So the interest in my sense of my teaching is the Greek philosophy could be a door from East and West to understand, to have a better understanding of Buddhism and Christianism. And this is my originality to answer the question that why I use the Greek philosophy to make the people understand that there is no fundamental difference between Christianism and Buddhism. It's the same tradition, quite trivial at the same time, but one is more active and the second is more passive. But we can mix. We could have a very good advantage to mix the two techniques. You don't mix the practices, but the concepts are the same. Today, practice was dedicated to Jonathan. Jonathan was in jail and he was killed by the police. He's one of my students. I met him in jail. And so, if you want with me to make a little prayer for him. Jonathan was Buddhist. He turned Buddhist in jail. I helped him. And if you wish, the teaching of today is dedicated to Jonathan. So, Jo kanji margo kundo kazo sanji ki ola jin tuje chenji dola ji chenre zelo chaselo chenre zelo wanda. So the meaning of the text in Tibetan means a Lord who has nothing, no anything, any mistake. Your body is white. The perfect Buddha is on your head, and you look to all the beings with the great eyes of compassion. And I own you, and I give you all my love, my heart to you, Chenrezi. Chenrezi is Avalokiteshvara here in white, is the hypostasis of Amitabha. Amitabha is the Buddha of the West, the Western countries. So Jonathan, you are a very good student. I really liked you. My heart is with you, and I think that you are now in the Buddhist Tewache, the Sukhavati, in the heaven of the Buddhist people. He did a mistake. He was in jail, and he was killed there by the police and the violence. And I helped him 9 months. So today's practice is dedicated to Jonathan Pereira Ferreira. Ciao. Tashi dele.